What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to ECC Week 7 League gameplay. It is going to be a great night of action as we've got Division 1.2, which is Snakebite Venom versus the Ice Pops. We've got Dennis producing, and I am not joined alone in the casting booth tonight. I am joined by the debuting Daddy. How's it going over there, sir?
Hello. I hope you all will be nice to me for first time casting and so.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure, and everybody knows this by now, I do love to take a good dig at Sherry. So I'm pretty sure as long as you aren't worse than Sherry, you will be fine. But tonight, it's an exciting game. 6th versus 7th. Who's your prediction, sir? Who are you going for?
Yeah, I'm going for Snakebite. No favorites here, but I really think they have shown in previous games that they are the better team. The Ice Pups have got one forfeit win, and they have won over last place. So not really results that are worth predicting.
Yeah, I think the Ice Pops have played one less game. Both teams are sat on 2 points, 6th and 7th in their division, with playoffs looking less and less likely by the day. So this is a very important game for either team, to be honest with you. This could go pretty much either way. I am excited for this one, and just want to apologise for the slight delay. I'm struggling to get into the game. But I think it'll be a juicy series. I think it could be quite close, to be honest.
Yeah, they are really close in the league table, so it should be close.
Yeah, I think if you're Snakebite Venom this week, we know that team is pretty talented as it is. What do you think they need to do to be able to be that standout team and to ultimately secure that victory today?
I think they just need to play fast, look out for the 50s, and I think they will just roll over the Ice Pops if they do that.
Yeah, I
I've
do
seen
get what you mean there.
Yeah.
I do get what you mean. I think it's just going to be one of them where if Snakebite Venom can come out of the gate quickly and if they can get their rotations on point, it can be. If they get their momentum up fairly quickly in the beginning, it can be a fairly quick series for them. And ultimately, they're very close in the overall division, so it can go either way. Sherry has stuck with us as well. We are all going with Snakebite Venom, so it looks clear that they are kind of the favourites in this thing, and I'm hoping to see some. I feel like Lafote will be a difference maker during this game, so going into it.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know a lot about the Ice Pops though. They can surprise.
Yeah, it's always one of them when you don't know a lot about a team, anything can come from it. I'm finally managed to get into the game, so it looks like we're going to be getting underway fairly shortly. But if we just look at the other teams in the division, you've got Domino Academy, Ascension Krios, Trinitas Esports Blue, Dagis Barnon, DSEA Red, then you've got the Ice Pops, then you've got Snakebite Venom, then Grow Up Esports, Frenzy, and then Breakdown Neon in 10th place. So the division, fairly competitive. This is going to be a good game considering how close they are in the table, and both teams really, really need a win at this stage.
Yeah, there's some high stakes. They both want to get into playoffs, and they have a slim chance of doing so.
Absolutely. As we get into the game, and we are underway in this best of 5 series. The kickoff comes in. Marked Fish is going to go up off the wall. He's going to try and dink it into the middle. And straight away, that is a goal. 5 seconds in. A great play from Snakebite Venom. Just able to... Maybe they were a little bit too quick there for the Ice Pops. And he's just there at the perfect place. The perfect placement. And 1-0 all of a sudden.
Yeah, a really good kickoff there. Maybe another one? No.
Possibly anything can go with it. And we're going to get into it now. Macfish is just there again. He's doing really well at keeping it in that area as it comes out. Razor's going to get the hit off the wall. Lafote is going to dink it over him. Gets blocked by Drum Hunter. That looks like Macfish is going to have to make the save. Fairly simple there. Lafote is going to hit it over him. France is going to block it once again. Daredog is going to send it downfield. And it is back and forth. A little game of ping pong. Daredog sent it into the center, and the clearance is there fairly easily. Back downfield, Macfish has got the great rotation. That placement is on point, and he is just there to come off the backboard, follow it up, pass it to Lafote. Can Lafote do anything with it? He's going to go for the flick. He gets a flick and into the net. Snakebite Venom are 2-0 up in game one without even a minute gone.
Yeah, so far your predictions have been right. Lafote has been the player that stand out.
Yeah, Lafote, an absolute talent he is as Razor hits it the other side. He's going to come off the wall there. Looks to be in a bit of an awkward situation. France running out of boost and just backing off. Look, Daredog's going to send it downfield. Bounces it off the corner, bounces up. The block comes in from France, who gets rid of it momentarily. Razor's there to block it again. Daredog wisely leaving it for Lafote. He's going to go for it again. He goes for the double touch, unable to do it though. Comes back out. Daredog's going to send it into the middle. 3-0, and it looks like we said this might be close. But we also said if they get that momentum fairly quickly in the beginning, they will be able to do anything with it. 3-0 already.
Yeah, the Ice Pops have a hard time keeping up this speed. And it's showing.
Yeah, so if you're Ice Pops now, 3-0 down, what do they need to do to get themselves back in this game and potentially back in this series?
I just think they should be more careful with their touches. They are just kind of panicking. Just don't want the other team to touch the ball. But they give away possession way too easily in most situations.
Yeah, you cannot be giving away the possession as it comes back into the middle now. Macfish is going to get the block though. Lafote is going to send it into the middle again. Lafote bounces it up. It's going to bounce off the backboard. No, it's not because the block is there. Coming back down, Daredog's going to send it to the middle. The pass is there. Macfish unable to do anything with it and sends it back towards the corner. It is still in that middle, and they are keeping it over there with a passion as Daredog gets the hit again. Lafote is going to come off it. Macfish, he's going to go up for that. Macfish getting a demo on Razor, taking him out, disrupting that gameplay a little bit. And maybe that is something that we need to see more, a few more demo plays, just to disrupt that play and switch it up a little bit.
Yeah, you are correct. It feels like the Ice Pops hasn't the pressure they had in the beginning, but still feels like, yeah, Snakebite. What a wonderful touch there by Lafote. They're dominating.
That is what you need to do, and Lafote is just showing his skill that he has got, and 4-0 with 2 minutes 30 on the clock. We're in 5. Is looking very dominating so far as the kickoff is won. Razor gets the demo on Daredog, but the save fairly easy. Comes back down. Macfish is going to bounce it off the corner. Blocked by Drum Hunter. Sent back into the middle. Lafote is going to get an easy save. Fairly easy to block there. He's going to follow it up. Daredog's there with him. Lafote unable to do anything with it. Franz just gets that block fairly easily. He's going to go to pass it into the center. Unable to do anything with it. It gets blocked by one. All 3 players are up in attack. That rotation needs to be on point, and Franz gets the rotation perfectly right there. So he tries to go for a block. Unable to do anything. Sends it back downfield now. Just that Lafote is he's gonna be a little bit slow, a little bit methodical. And it gets blocked again. Oh, that's a dangerous touch by Macfish, and he will pay for that mistake. Razor sends it home off the pass from France. And let's just watch this again. Look at that little pass, that little error. Oh, that's going to be disappointing. But the Ice Pops could be getting back into this game.
Yeah, it feels like they're getting warmed up, maybe. That was a really smart play, but by getting that little touch there.
Yeah, you just need to get that little touch to block it fairly easily, as France is going to try and send it downfield. Derek's going to get the block. He's going to follow it up, but he gets demoed by Razor, unable to do anything with it. Lafote gets an awkward touch, hits it up, but the shot is off, and it is just wide as Macfish is going to go up on the backboard. The setup is there. Daredog hits it. The setup is still there. Lafote is going to go for the save. Lafote gets the save, but Drum Hunter sends it home, and they need to double their goals to get it even. 4-2 the scoreline, 1 minute 20. Can the Ice Pops come back from this, or is it too little too late?
still possible. It feels like they have the momentum now, and Snakebite is getting a bit nervous that they might lose this.
Yeah, you can't be getting nervous in a game like this. Both teams extremely competitive, extremely talented, as Daredog gets a very awkward hit. But Lafote is able to follow up on it. It goes up in the air once again, going back into the Ice Pops area. Ice Pops is going to hit that fairly easily. Lafote sends it back into the middle. Razor's going to hit it out, and it's just a little game of ping pong. But as I've said time and time again, you have an onslaught of offense. You break down that wall, eventually it will crumble, no matter how hard you hit it and with whatever you hit it with. If you keep up the aggression, you'll break down that wall and get another goal.
Yeah, as long as you don't overcommit, that is true.
That is also true. You got to have that rotation completely on point, because if you don't, you'll risk leaving the net wide open, which is, because of that demo, was very dangerous. There's the shot comes in from Drum Hunter, but a fairly easy save from Daredog. 20 seconds on the clock, and it is looking like the Ice Pops aren't going to be able to answer the 4-0 deficit that they had at the beginning. They aren't going to be able to complete that comeback as it bounces over. Lafote coming back in. The pass is there, but Mockfish is just there to get the save. 5 seconds on the clock. And you've got to give it to the Ice Pops. You know, they were pretty much down and out for the first half of that game, but able to just get back in it and Snakebite Venom. They do take that first game, but it's momentum on their side going into the next one.
Yeah, it's it's gonna be a really nice game. The next one here feels like the Ice Pops had the game in the second half at least. So we'll see.
We will see indeed. And if we just look at that game for a second, Snakebite Venom, they played extremely well. They were able to keep up that offense. And, you know, we said it before the game. We said Lafote was going to be that standout player. And he's proven once again why he is, 2 goals from him and 2 saves preventing them as well. A total of 7 shots from Snakebite Venom. And, surprisingly, also 7 shots from the Ice Pops. I didn't expect them to have that many shots throughout that game.
Me neither. But it actually felt like the Ice Pops in the first half was Snakebite in the second half. That they were panicking, not getting good touches, and not really taking control of the ball that they should. So
and just how important is it that you don't panic in these games?
It's all you can panic and it can work, but panicking can result in bad touches, which gives away possession, and that is not good. You need to keep your composure and get a good touch.
Yeah, if you keep your composure and it goes well, then you went in for a fairly juicy game number 2. As the kickoff comes off, Mockfish is going to get the win there. It's blocked fairly easily, though. Lafote gets a great save according to the game, but is able to just dink it past the net and too far. The rotation's on point. Franz making a very dangerous play there. Sends it into the middle himself, but a teammate is there to get the block. Drum Hunter sends it downfield. The demo comes in on Razor, but the counter-attack is on, and Drum Hunter goes up. Markfish gets a fairly easy block. And let's see if they can do anything there. Markfish is there to block it again. Sent it into the middle. Razor's going to hit it again. Sent into the middle to Lafote, who's going to get the shot. The net is wide open. Lafote able to get back and get that block in the perfect times. It comes down into the center again. Markfish with a great block again. And the consistency is what you need in this game. Only 55 seconds gone. And at the moment, it looks like this game could be anybody's game as the shot comes in. Drum Hunter gets the second touch. They are 1-0 up in this game.
Yeah, there was a lot of back and forth there. A goal was in the air and Ice Pops took it.
Ice Pops definitely took that really, really well. Just coming back into the center now. Mockfish is going to send it downfield. Drum Hunter is going to send it again. Daredog's going to get the block. Razor is going to send it downfield. Franz is going to get the block. He's going to send it up. He's going to follow it up. He's going to get a great touch there. But Daredog is there to get the block. Drum Hunter sends it back into the middle. Razor gets the hit and sends it to the corner. Mockfish is going to get the hit again. Just yeets it downfield. Not too difficult. Lafote just lands underneath it at the perfect time to bounce it up. Razor is going to control it fairly well and gets a demo on Daredog in the process. Lafote's going to follow it up. 3 minutes 20 on the clock. Which way do you have this game going, sir?
The Ice Pops are looking really solid. They have good rotation in the defense and in the offense. They're looking really solid.
Either team can take it at this point as Drum Hunter gets a fairly easy block right there. Coming back into the center now. Drum Hunter's going to get the hit. He's going to yeet it downfield. Is Lafote going to get a touch? Lafote is able to get that touch. Had perfect amount of boost, perfect accuracy on that block, and sends it to the right. It comes back in. The shot is off. The goal is there. And what a play as Drum Hunter sends it into the middle. Razor gets a demo on Daredog just for the banter. Sends it in. And look at that. What a shot from Razor to send it home. And the Ice Pops, you know, we said, did they have the momentum on their side? The Ice Pops definitely have that momentum on their side at this point.
Yeah, you are correct. They really do have the momentum. They haven't really had any difficulties in the defense, but have had a lot of pressure the last minutes.
Hopefully, we will see more mechanical plays from them as it's going back downfield. Now, Mockfish is going to get the block. Franz is able to block it again. It's just sent into the middle. It's not even sent into the middle. It's just sat in that corner as everybody seems to be missing it. Lafote misses it, and that's something we don't see very often. Daredog runs out of boost, and it is just... How can I say it without using inappropriate language? It is a mess, to say the least.
It feels like Snakebite really wants to have that offensive play style. Oh, almost a goal there by Machtfish, his mister. That
was dangerous, to say the least. And it is still in the middle. What is going on? What are these teams doing? It seems like they are just missing it left, right, and center. Snakebite Venom, they need a reset at this point. They just need to either take down that timer and hit a mental reset going into game 3, or they have to hit the mental reset. What a save comes in from Razor, who bounces it against the crossbar, getting that fairly easy block. And a great little play from him to prevent the goal, as Daredog's going to get the block on that. Sent back into the middle. The miss is there again. Razor's going to bounce with it and bounce it off the side. 1 minute, 10 seconds on the clock. Can Snakebite Venom come back from this?
They are looking shaky, but they need something to change the momentum of this series. Or this game, because they are panicking a lot.
That is something that you cannot do in Rocket League. As much as this game is a very quick-paced game, it's all about instant reactions. If you are panicking, you don't have time to think about it, as Franz is just going to feather his boost quite a lot right there. Lafote is going to bump it up. He's going to go for it. Looked like the bump came in from Lafote, but Lafote inadvertently blocks his own teammate. As it, Drum Hunter comes off the back. Franz is going to send it downfield. It bounces off the backboard. And it is almost a similar story to what we saw last game of a one team just coming alive too little too late into the game. 16 seconds on the clock. The block comes in from Drum Hunter. It's sent back downfield. The shot is there. What a save from Franz. He's in the perfect place at the perfect time to prevent that from going in that net. And even with the lead that they have, they are not risking any goals. And the Ice Pops are going to take game number 2, and we are all even in this series.
Yeah, the Ice Pops are looking really good. Snakebite needs to change something. They need to calm down. They need to get good touches. And we'll see in the next game how it plays out.
Yeah, next game will, you know, that game was fairly slow. It was pretty messy in the middle of it, to be fair. There were a few mistakes from both rosters. The Ice Pops getting 3 shots. Snakebite Venom also getting 3 shots. It just seemed... It seemed the amount of time that was wasted there was just a little too late. And they couldn't come back into it. As, you know, we saw it in game 1 where halfway through the Ice Pops came alive. This game, Snakebite Venom came alive halfway through. So game 3... who's going to come alive halfway through? Or do you think that the rosters can be alive from the beginning? Because that'd be fairly juicy to see.
That would be a really good series, but I think Snakebite will continue to, as they did in the last seconds there, they will continue and get the first goal, I think, and then the Ice Pops will maybe take the last half of the game. We'll see.
Absolutely anything can happen as we get into the next game. And the kickoff is there, coming back in again. One of them wins it, sends it back downfield. Lafote is going to send it into the middle. Drum Hunter is there to get a fairly easy save, a fairly easy block. Just has to do a small little backflip. Razor comes back down with it now. Going to be a little bit patient, but Franz is just going to block it and send it back downfield. He goes for the double touch. Ooh, that was very close. The woodwork is his enemy right there, and that could have been very, very dangerous.
Yeah, he had some good mechanics there. And often that crossbar is in the way, and yeah, it was in the way.
Yeah, that crossbar is always in the way, but Markfish comes in off the pass from Lafote, slots it home. Let's just watch this again. Franz comes off the backboard to block it. The double commit is there, and Markfish is able to capitalize on that pretty empty net. Snakebite Venom taking the lead in game number 3.
Yeah, it seems like Snakebite continued to have their momentum into this game from the last game. And we'll see if that will continue or not.
Absolutely anything can happen at this point. Dream Hunter's going to hit it, send it into the middle. The shot is there. The woodwork is his enemy. The shot is there again. Franz slots it home. 1-1 in game 3. Look at that. What a little play that was.
Yeah, they kept peppering the backboard there, and the open goal just open up for him.
And that is what you need. You need to keep up that pressure, to say the least, as Markfish is going to send it downfield again. The block comes in. Daredok is there to hit it to Lafote, but they left that door open. Comes into the center. The pass is there. Daredok is just able to control it fairly well and starts dribbling it perfectly. The shot came in from Franz, but Markfish unable to do anything with it. Daredok's going to get the block, and this is what we were talking about it being kind of messy last game. We're seeing a repeat of that this game. Markfish just hits it again. Ooh, he's just blocked and just sent back to that same corner. Razor gets a demo on Markfish, but Dream Hunter is there to just get the block. Drum Hunter, apologies for the mistake there. It's going to bounce off the backboard now. Razor's going to slot it. He's going to try and slot it into the goal. They need to get it out, and the counter-attack is on. Or not.
Snakebite under a lot of pressure now. They really need to get a good clear to start attacking again.
Yeah, they need to get rid of it so that they can get their boost up, because when you are just trapped in one corner that way, you can't get your boost up because everybody is cramming for any little boost that is available. And for them to get rid of it, not too sure what happened there. I think Franz just came in and hit a little dunk. So Lafote hits it, it bounces off the wall, Razor gets a little block, and Franz is just there to block Daredok and stop it. Stop him from blocking it and just slots it home. 2-1 to the Ice Pops.
And this is looking like it's Ice Pop's game. Or maybe Snakebite will come back later, but now they're under a lot of pressure.
A lot of pressure indeed. The shot comes in. Lafote is going to hit it off the crossbar, sends it home. 2-2. This game, although it's been messy, it is a great game so far. And what a little mechanical play from him. And we said it before, Lafote is such a star player.
Yeah, they are really lucky to have him in the team.
The kickoff comes in. Razor, he's going to come off the ceiling now. Unable to do anything with it though, as Daredok's going to hit it. He's going to go. He's going to try and do the same thing. Lafote hits it into the corner. Franz with the pass, unable to do anything with it. Razor is still there. Razor is there. He gets the flick. The demo comes in from Franz. What a play from the Ice Pop to send that home. They disrupted that play perfectly, and it is 2-3 in favor of the Ice Pops.
Yeah, that demo was the key to that play there. Really good by him.
Absolutely, that is what you need at this point. It's going back downfield now. The kickoff comes in. Markfish is going to bounce it off the backboard. Drum Hunter's going to send it downfield. Daredog is there to get the block, able to get the block, but he is blocked himself, and Franz is able to send it, but Lafote with a great follow-up on that rotation. Markfish is going to go for it. Everybody's going for it. It is a scram to get that ball at the moment as Franz sends it back downfield. It is back in that center. And Snakebite Venom, they appear to be on the ropes. The shot comes in, and it doesn't go in. The shot comes in again, and Drum Hunter slots it home. It wasn't messy. It wasn't pretty, but it was effective, and they are now 4-2 up in this game.
Yeah, Snakebite didn't really have a rotation there when that goal happened. No one was there to follow up that save that was last made.
Franz with a great save there, able to jump up and just get a fairly easy block. Let's just talk about rotation for a second. How important is a rotation in a game of Rocket League?
It's the basic. You need to learn the basic, and as games are faster and faster, you need to be better and better at rotation.
Yeah, you need to have that rotation on point, otherwise you do risk leaving the door open, as we see another goal come in, and 5-2 to the Ice Pops. A great little shot from Razor, slots it into the left-hand side of the goal. The kickoff is off, and Mockfish is going to send it. Drum Hunter's going to go for it. Lafote is able to block it fairly easily. The shot comes in from Mockfish, but a block from Daredog. Daredog's going to get the flick. He gets it past one. Drum Hunter's there to get another. Lafote is going to go up for it. An easy save for him. Not having to do much special. Daredog's going to go off the wall. He goes off the backboard and gets rid of it. But it's sent back into the middle. The pass is there. The shot is there. It rolls up. It is still there in that area. It is so messy right now as Daredog goes for it. Lafote gets a block. It comes back in. It's going back up that fielder, and they are under pressure. But that pressure is not going without fault, though, as it's still not going in that net. And here we go, Daredog able to get that rotation and saves it. There is still no rotation, though, and everyone is just scrambling back to the net. The net is wide open because of that double commit, and Franz sends it home. 6-2 to the Ice Pops. Snakebite Venom have fallen apart in this game.
Yes, you're correct. I have some technical difficulties.
Good old Rocket League.
I'll join back in a sec.
No worries, and a little goal from Lafote slots that home. 6-3, way too little, way too late from Lafote, but they will get one just to even, well, not even even it up, just to halt their momentum a little bit, because if they can get momentum on them side in this game, they can potentially carry that over into the next game. And momentum is so important in Rocket League. Once you have that momentum, you do not want to give it up without reason. And the Ice Pops are going to take this game, and they will be 2-1 up in the series. Series point to them. What a game that was. It was messy. It was just it was a rotational shambles, is what I'm going to call it. It was a rotational shambles. Lafote is an absolute Houdini with his 717 points, 4 saves, 2 goals. He is the star player for Snakebite Venom. And, you know, Daredog and Markfish during that game, during the next game, they need to step it up.
Yeah, it feels like they just need to find their place. They were looking kind of lost in some cases, being in the wrong place and not really having the rotation they needed.
That rotation is so important, and we did touch on it a little bit ago. But in that game, if you're the Snakebite Venom, what do they have to do going into the next game to switch it up and secure that victory?
I think they need to focus on rotation, not cut each other off, which happened a lot. And caused a lot of the messy situations that we saw.
Messy situations indeed coming from that game. Will we see a ridiculous rotation, or will we see some actual good mechanical gameplay here? Maybe some team plays will come in. We're not too sure at the moment. The kickoff is there. Franz hits it up once again. He's going to send it back into the middle now. He times that perfectly. Razor is there. Lafote gets a fairly easy block. Lafote sends it downfield. Macfish is going to tries to go for the block, but Franz is there to get rid of it way too quickly. It's in the center. The shot comes in from Franz. Unable to slot it home. It comes back into the center now. Macfish is going to be there to block it once again. Razor just crashes into Lafote, unable to do anything with it. And this was the messy gameplay we were talking about before. It's messy but effective. He gets it past 1. Isn't able to get it past 2. Daredog gets a good touch on it out of boost. Unable to do anything with it, but gets a great little pinch to slot it to the side. Macfish with a demo on Razor. Sent back into the middle. 40 seconds off this game going. And what are your thoughts so far?
It seems like the Ice Pops are really taking advantage of these messy situations, while Snakebites are taking advantage when it's not that messy and it's more clear and more played out game.
They do need to get their rotation on point. They need to communicate properly if they want to take anything from this game. 3 minutes 45 on the clock. Just a reminder, Ice Pops are on series points at this point. So if you're Snakebite Venom, you need to get the early goal. You need to get that momentum on your side. Otherwise, it could all fall apart once again. As Daredog gets a hit on that. Franz is going to send it up. The block comes in from Macfish. Is it enough to stop it from going in the net? It's a little bit because Daredog with a great rotation himself. The demo comes in. Lafote is going to block it. Franz with that shot, but a great save from him sends it up into the air. Lafote is just going to send it upfield. It is still there. And tried to send it to the middle, did Macfish, but just sort of pinned it against the wall. Daredog's going to try some mechanics right there. He's going to send it wide open. How did that not go in that net?
That was on the goal line and almost our own goal.
Can we get a VAR check on that? We are going to need a VAR check that is more dramatic than Liverpool versus Aston Villa this evening, ladies and gentlemen. As Daredog is going to go for it once again, 0-0, and they will be so surprised that that didn't go in, and Snakebite Venom will not be impressed with that. But 2 minutes 30 on the clock. The block comes in, the team plays. They are attempting them team plays. The pass came in from Drum Hunter, but Franz unable to do anything with it. It's still there as Razor sends it back down. Macfish is going to collect the clearance. Drum Hunter unable to clear that. It is still there. Franz with a great block in himself. That rotation is exactly where he needed to be. And it is just slowed back down again now as Macfish gets the demo on Franz. Daredog is going to get it once again. Macfish is going to send it downfield. And it is just blocked once again. Pops up into the air. Drum Hunter is going to go for a little dink. He does dink it upfield. Drum Hunter is going to try and follow it up. He hits it to the left. Razor's going to hit it into the center. The cross is there, but an easy clearance for the magical magician that is known as Lafote. And sent back downfield. Macfish is going to hit it off the wall. Daredog sends it massively downfield again. Franz gets a very awkward hit, and that looked very dangerous for a moment there. Lafote unable to do anything with it. Razor's going to go for the air dribble. He bounces it against the ceiling to get a great pass into the middle. Macfish is going to capitalize on it, though. 1 minute 25. The shot is there, but Lafote in the perfect place. If you are one of these teams, what do you do now to ensure victory?
I would just try to keep calm. Being in the on game point here, there's a lot of nervosity, so they just need to keep calm, I think.
Calmness is something that you really need to have in Rocket League, and would just like to say I am definitely adding that word to my dictionary. Nervosity. I'm sorry, who came up with nervousness? Who came up with being nervous? Can we have nervosity? That is so much better.
I agree.
So Daredog's going to prop it up. 40 seconds on the clock. Franz hits it against the ceiling. The cross is going to come in, but they inadvertently block each other. Macfish is there to send it. Franz gets the block and sends it into the middle. Daredog's going to send it once again. And the block comes in from Macfish. That was a very, very important block. He sends it down to Lafote, who is sat waiting for it. sent straight back downfield by Franz. The little game of ping pong has commenced as Daredog comes up for it. Unable to do anything with it. Markovic sends it downfield once again. And the pass is there. The shot is there. What a save from Franz. How did that not go in that net? Still 0-0. And you would like to think that it's still there. What another shot. Another great save. And this team, the defense has been on fire. And you would like to think that Snakebite Venom could very well have been up 3-0 at this point. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in overtime. It is match point to the Ice Pops against Snakebite Venom Division 1.2. Oh, this is going to be juicy.
How many times has it been on the goal line for Snakebite?
Oh. Oh, no, but it is dangerous to say the least. Daredog sends it back down towards the middle. Franz, it hits on Franz's car. Lafote, the magician, he is perfectly placed. He hits it perfectly. Is somebody going to follow that up? Daredog is able to follow that up, but a block comes in from Drum Hunter. Sent back downfield. The demo is there. He's going to go for an air dribble. He gets the block. What a block from Drum Hunter. Snakebite Venom, they have been put away, and the Ice Pops will take this series 3-1, and we have all been proven wrong this evening, ladies and gentlemen. What a game that turned out to be.
What a play by Drum Hunter. Being that composed that you can just go for the bump like that.
Absolutely. And, you know, we spoke about nervosity throughout the game. And it was juicy, to say the least. That was one hell of an entertaining game. Snakebite Venom, they will be going away from this being like, how did we not take that? How many times was that on the goal line from the Ice Pop side? And, you know, Drum Hunter made a few errors towards the end of that game to slot it home. And unfortunately, you know, even with having the masterful magician that is known as Lafote on your roster, unable to do anything with it, Razor did a great job at the end of that with that save. And coming from that now, the Ice Pops will take a very important game in the overall leaderboard. What are your thoughts on that game, sir?
Yeah, it was a bit shaky in the beginning for the Ice Pops, but they got better and better for each game. So I just feel like that Snakebite was a bit unlucky, but the Ice Pops did a really good job.
Yeah, that is what you need in Rocket League. All of our predictions are all wrong. We are all awful at this at this job of predicting these games. But that was, it was a pleasure to cast with you, sir. How do you feel your debut went?
I wouldn't say good, but okay.
Well, I would say you did all right. You could have been a lot worse. You could have been as bad as Sherry. And I'm sorry, any opportunity I get to throw any shade at Sherry, I'm going to take. So, F for Sherry. But huge shout out to Dennis for producing. We're all terrible at these predictions. GG's all round. But, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it from us tonight. The Ice Pops take the series over Snakebite Venom 3-1 in ECC Week 7 gameplay. Division 1.2, fairly competitive division. Shout out to Godalions for sponsoring and powering the entire season, pretty much. What are your final thoughts on the series, sir?
Yeah, I don't really know. It's a great series to watch, that's for sure.
Fair enough. A lot of nervosity showed throughout that series. It was very entertaining to cast. But that is going to be it from us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I've been Mikey. I have been joined by Deddy, and we will see you next time with some more ECC League play action. Good night.